guys, thanks for watching. Alright, got a little metal detecting with the Equinox 600, finding some of my favorite old things to find. Also, got a little artifact hunting at a brand new location. And something kind of cool to share with you. My buddy Red found this spot and he saw a little bit of sign laying around on the ground, and he took his son Chase up there. Now Chase had been after an arrowhead for quite some time, so we were hoping he'd get on one, and man did he find one. The cool thing about it is that Chase has his own little YouTube channel, and he filmed the moment that he found his first complete arrowhead. Not only did he find his first complete, he found a broken one that is really interesting looking to me. Boy, I would love to have seen that thing complete. Great quality material, and material that I'm not at all sure came from this area. Do you remember finding your first arrowhead? That is a big moment in somebody's life. It's like your first kiss or your first car. I remember spotting mine in my front yard. I was about 10 years old, and I didn't know what I was looking at. We didn't have internet and YouTube, and I didn't have any way to verify it was an artifact. We had old people, and old people knew everything. So I took that little rock to a guy at church, and the guy said, "You found an arrowhead." And boy, I was hooked. So if you want to experience that moment with Chase, I'm going to put a link to his video in the description of this video. Be sure to go give that one a watch. I think you'll appreciate it. Me and Red, though, today we went up to this site and did a little digging and sifting, and we found enough to pique our interest. We'll be coming back. So I hope you enjoy the video. I also managed to make an idiot out of myself in this one because I got fooled in a bad sort of way by some cross-cultural contamination. Just pay attention at the end and you'll learn all about it. Alright guys, another day, another hunt. Got the Equinox 600 out, and this is the first time I've been back to this location with a new machine. But you gotta wonder how good the day is going to be when you started out with a find like that. Not only do we have a beer cap, but we got a nail going through the middle of it. Not very promising. Well, that turned a corner quickly because the very next target I think is a good find. I think I got a flat button. I love flat buttons. With shank. I think this one's gonna have design on it. I've never found a flat button with a design. Check it out. That is awesome right there. So cool. That's the very first one with anything on it. And it ain't much, but it's something. And as always, we can hope for a back mark. I'll take it. Alright, let's keep going, see what else we get into. Alright, one of them walk-up bonus finds, maybe. It's awful good looking quartz. Could be an artifact. Could just be a flake. Oh, that's absolutely an artifact. A crude dude. But we'll take it. A chance we get lucky twice. See some more of it. Oh, that feels connected to something, like it's big. Oh yeah, that's a whole boulder. Yeah, not everyone's a good one. This is an interesting signal. Check out that rock. It's probably a big piece of trash, but watch. We'll be flipping that. I believe I got a musket ball. Yes, sir. That's a first in this spot. That is pretty dang cool right there. I love musket balls. There's a sprue. All right, keep going. Sometimes I throw a term out there without thinking that not everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about there. What is a sprue on a musket ball? Well, this photo right here tells us a whole lot. This is a musket ball mold, and you can see that when closed, there would be a little pour spout, a little hole at the top of the mold to pour molten lead into. So guys would sit around a campfire like this guy with a little ladle and melt their lead. Pour it into the mold and let it harden. Of course, when you open the mold up, the bullet has a little sprue poking off the side of it, like these. That has to go. So look at the handles on the mold. That was used to clip the sprue off. Sometimes they got it nice and close and you can barely see it, and sometimes there was a little bit of that sprue still left exposed, like on the piece that I found. Now you know what a sprue is. Well, I just got another first. No thanks to that stupid thing which decided not to work today. It's about tough to find. I thought it was like a little furniture tack or a rivet, but that is a little cuff button, I believe. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the littlest one I've ever found, and it definitely looks like a broken off shank there. That is pretty cool. I'll take that all day long. We are on location, and here is the site that we are hunting on. And I got Red back there. He's doing some weed eating. Maybe burn some grass out up there to see what it exposes. But this bare area right in here, underneath this chestnut tree, has been raked pretty good. And there's some cool stuff coming out of here. Now this is, Chase found his stuff right over here, a little bit around these trees. But it slopes downhill from up there. It's all sloped down this way. So I think some of that's washing out. I'm a little curious what's left up there. And there's flaking. Let me turn you around so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so little bits of quartz popping up here and there. This has already been gone over once. So it's not the richest site that I've ever seen, but enough indication to keep you interested anyway. See that white quartz? And I did just find something that I don't find a whole lot. Let's see if I can fish it out along with some of the flakes that I pulled up. Right there it is. Here, let me get rid of this. Here you go. Thought it was a piece of metal at first, but that is a piece of soapstone. And that was probably part of an old pipe. It's got a good little curvature for a little piece, so I would say probably a pipe bowl. Might have been something else, but man, I've never found an artifact complete out of that stuff. Would love to. It's really pretty. And I have found my first point, and boy was it luck, because I just saw the faintest little hint of white. There's some good flaking right there. Faintest little hint of white, and I snagged it with my rake. And that rolled out. A little Mara Mountain. Kind of a uniface deal there. See that? But we will take it. Uh-oh, dropped my soapstone. So there's point number one. Thinking might do a little bit of digging in this area right in here. A little digging and a little screening. But not today, it's a little muddy. Gonna have to let it dry first. And we're gonna work on getting some of this grass out of here. You never can tell what's gonna be laying up in there, but you'll see it when we see it. Decided just to take, we're just taking maybe 3 inches off the top, and it's dry enough to try. So here is the second load we put on the screen, and look what was laying right there. Another little bitty point. That's cool. All right, we're gonna keep going. Did you find some? No, that's a little sandstone stuff. How you like our screen setup? Redneck ingenuity. Doing another little test site up here. Right down there is where we were. Moving it around a little bit, seeing what we can run across. It is a little bit too wet to really be doing this, but it's working. Good enough to test a little bit anyway. Alright, we'll turn you back on, we'll get on something. A nice little broken base. Wish that one was whole. I think that's it for that screen though. Alright, got a few little things out of there. Check this out. Look at that, look to that bowl. This is either soapstone or it's a different type of pottery than what I'm used to finding. It's darker and a little bit heavier, but it just keeps popping up. That's a pretty cool piece. And a little something. It was worked from both sides a little bit. I don't know what that was. And then just a big good piece of material there. And that's it for that screen. I got a funny story to tell you. You know the pottery piece that we just found a minute ago? Well, I showed that to Red and oh, he was just crushed because apparently Chase found quite a bit of this stuff and David told him it was garbage and throw it away. So we were having a good laugh about that and David was dreading having to break the news to Chase. And then he found this. Check out that piece of pottery. Unfortunately, that's not a piece of pottery. That's clay pigeon. That is why it felt heavier than normal and looked weird to me. Live and learn.